You're listening to Modern Male Radio with Jared Zavastosky, right here on LA Talk Radio.
What's up, everybody? I'm your host, Jared Zavastosky, and you're listening to Modern Male Radio. This is all the stuff your mama should have told you and the shit your daddy never knew. And joining me tonight, we got some special guests. I'm just going to announce you as AJ. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that's fine.
AJ. And Carson, it's Rigby, right?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. I put an S in there for some reason. It sounds like a Rigsby, you know? Like
Rigsby. It's better than
Rigsby.
rugby, I guess.
Yeah, fair enough. Did you get teased as a kid?
I mean, I probably did more of the teasing, so.
Wait, were you one of those bad? You were one of
I
those.
was a mean girl, for sure. And I feel really bad about it still, to be
Were you
honest.
like a popular mean girl,
I
or
was.
were you just vicious?
Oh,
I
wow.
was.
And
And,
I
then,
was-
you know what? The karma came back and bit me in the ass pretty bad when I changed schools.
Okay.
Yeah, then you're new in high school. It's like, oh, whoop.
It's like somebody hacking your social media account and it's gone.
It's
And all of a
like,
sudden you're
oh,
just not important
yeah.
anymore.
Exactly. Yeah, popularity gone. Just out the window.
And then everybody's like, oh, who's this pretty bitch? Who
Yeah,
the
to
fuck she
start
thinks
all
she
over
is?
again.
I'm going to fucking,
Sucked.
I'm going to show her who she is.
Yeah. I was like, I wish it was
Wow.
nicer.
And I was the one in my room going, I wish I was that popular girl in high school.
And now you are, what do we got here? This
Oh,
is,
yeah.
I don't know where
Can
we
you
can
get
see
more
this
popular
the best.
than that?
But this is your Esquire
Spread.
spread.
Hey-o.
Spread. There's like 5 pages of this stuff, guys. I don't know what's going on with this magazine, but there's so much. Wait, that's not the right page. Sorry, guys. I'll show you guys more of that later. We'll have links to that up on the website. But yeah, no, so that's cool.
I know.
And the behind the scenes story on that is just fucking insane.
Yeah, I just decided to go as candid as I could.
Dude.
No
I
hold-
mean,
no holds barred. I told you I
woman.
went through more than you.
I mean, I don't know about more, but that was that period of time in your life definitely sucked.
Yes, definitely sucked. Yes.
She was trying to one up me. I was like,
I'm out of the loop. I haven't read it yet. I got my reading.
so why don't you
material
tell?
later.
Yeah, she's out of the loop, and so are our viewers.
Yes,
so why
well,
don't you tell them?
let's see. Where do I start? Well, I was a movie star in the Philippines. Or
Okay.
am a movie star in the Philippines. It started way back in
Oh, she fancy now.
93.
Oh, you
I mean, I started out here. I modeled, I cheered for the Raiders, did
Oh, hey.
modeling,
Good for you.
Budweiser, video, MTV, whatever. But I went and wound up in the Philippines, and I became an actress for a good 8 years or so. And in that time frame, something happened. Basically, I got kicked out of my country because I was caught for drugs at a different country.
Wait, when you say drugs, what are we talking about?
We're talking about
talking
talking about Big Pen that was scraped at the airport and meth positive for meth. That's what I'm talking about. That's all it was. No drugs really. It was just a Big Pen, but still drugs.
It
I
had
guess.
amphetamines inside.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
So-
Boy.
See, I couldn't because the word that they used to describe the drugs in the article was something I never heard of. I didn't bother to Google it for translation.
it? I
I
don't
figured it was like pot or something, just another
No.
name for pot.
No.
Because I know that like those are zero tolerance countries. So you guys
She's
are-
like, oh, that's amateur.
no.
Okay.
Hey.
No, but see, I was drug free till I was 29.
Okay.
So it
And
was
then she
kinda
was like,
just,
Late
fuck it, I'm gonna smoke this shit out of a pen.
Let's get started.
no, actually, it was actually because of my acting and my popularity and all this fame that I wanted to like stay perfect looking.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
why I did it.
Yeah, dude, meth is a perfect diet
It was like-
alternative.
and it
Don't
was
you
a-
just love a little meth? Like,
Yeah.
You're
Do a little meth in the
thing
morning.
in the
You don't eat all day.
Oh,
have
yeah,
a glass
yeah.
of champagne, a little meth, and you're
No,
like
it was
on
like
your
it was
way.
just instant.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
just
Fuck
instant.
coffee.
Who needs it? That's
Yeah,
so
no.
old
Oh,
news.
God.
Yeah.
You guys are
Coffee is
Amateur.
so 2001.
Oh my God.
Adderall's 2005.
Right?
We're on the meth game now, guys.
Get started.
Yeah, no, I waited till I was 20. I just got this. I got this last show. This little tattoo right here. So I can relate. You know, you tried meth when you were in your, getting up to your 30s. I got my first tattoo.
I didn't get my first tattoo till like a few years ago.
I don't have
Really?
any
Yeah, like
tattoos.
I waited.
Okay.
A
I can't
while.
relate to
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Now I have full sleeves. I'm just kidding. I don't.
I've seen your Instagram.
Yeah, at some point maybe. My next life.
She is an
Definitely.
actress, guys.
Yeah, you gotta keep.
Believe none of it.
You gotta keep the sleeves clean if you're an actress. Otherwise, I would. I'd probably have tattoos on my face if I wasn't an actress.
Oh my God.
Really?
I'd just go to town. I love tattoos.
Really?
Ah,
Why?
see.
Can I
don't
ask
know,
why?
Especially on a guy too, like
wanna
a
know why.
skinny rock star with tattoos. I just
wanna know why.
can't.
Why?
I cannot
But why?
help myself. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a great answer.
I don't know why. I have a real specific type. It's
Mm-hmm.
weird. And I don't have to compete with anyone for it because no one else likes it. I like a young, like, handsome lesbian, basically. Like a guy who looks real feminine. Is that
Okay.
weird?
No, that's not weird.
But none of my friends want them, so it's
You
great.
should go to Loaded more often.
What's that?
It's a rock bar on Hollywood Boulevard.
With lots of, like, skinny, like, metro,
Tons.
like
Oh,
androgynous
she's there.
men.
She's there.
I
Sign me up.
I wouldn't say metro, but very skinny rock star.
Love.
Yeah,
Love.
yeah. The couch surfing type.
Must have a job.
Guns N' Roses in the '80s, guys. Woo! Everybody's trying to be what was and will never be again. So awesome. We are going to be talking about a whole bunch of different awesome things today, but I think that you guys' stories are.
Silly.
wait.
They're silly.
What's your story?
What is my
yeah, what
story?
is your story?
Besides being the popular girl and being thrown.
Yeah, so I grew up in Northern California. Yeah, it was real popular all through junior high, and then I moved away.
Is it hard to be popular in NorCal? Because I hear that they hate everybody. Very.
They hate everyone? Who's
yeah.
they?
Or
What do you mean?
You go to NorCal and they're like, oh, SoCal, fuck you. But they're still Californian, so they're elitist. So they think that they're better than everybody else, and a little bit better than.
I mean, Southern
SoCal.
California and Northern
Yes.
California might as well be different states.
Yeah, fair
because
enough.
they just hate on each other so much. But I've spent equal parts of my life in both places now. Like I
Mm-hmm.
spent 14 years there and 14 years here. Now you know how old I am. F. All of you mathletes out there. So yeah, now I've spent 14 years here, and I like different things about Northern California and Southern California. But yeah, after I moved away from there when I was 14 because I was bored out of my mind, and I was like, I need to do something. Like I felt like I really, really wanted to pursue acting. Like I knew that really early on.
Yeah. You
So
get where all the angst in the grunge movement came from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. So I asked my dad if he would call one of his relatives and let me see if they would let me move in if I got accepted into a performing arts high school down here.
Okay.
And I got in and they were like, sure, let's have a stranger move in. And so they let me move in, and I've been here ever since, just trucking along.
Yeah, but I mean, you were
Trucking
an
along,
adorable,
you know?
popular girl. So I mean, I bet they were pretty like, hey, like,
I mean, I was a little rough around the edges too. I think my mom was like, good God, get out of here. Like, do something with your life before you end up like doing meth for breakfast.
So, I don't always do meth for breakfast. It's more of a lunch.
I mean,
you can do it as a dinner
whenever.
thing, and you're
God.
really tired.
Just
You
depends.
have one of those
Yeah.
long work days.
You guys are crazy. you guys are crazy.
No, so
I'm so over it. I'm sorry.
no, it's okay. Yeah. So how's acting working out? Have you been working on any good projects?
Some days I'm like, I quit. I hate this. And then other days I'm like, I am ruling the world.
Yeah.
You know, like it just depends.
So you're bipolar.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting at. I'm a Gemini, so yes.
Oh, a bipolar Gemini.
Second worst.
Jesus Christ.
Second worst sign of all.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
They're killing everyone out
Hide your
there.
Wi-Fi
Yeah,
as
pretty
well.
much. So yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we know us bipolar people were very smart and
I
extremely
know. I feel
resourceful.
bad for everyone that
Oh,
dates
that's
me.
right.
to
You
be
are
honest.
too. I remember now.
You feel bad for everybody that hates you?
No, that dates me. It is.
Ah.
It's really overwhelming. Sometimes I'm like running away from myself. It's exhausting.
Yeah.
I'm like, please
Been there.
leave me alone with your moods.
It's a little hot here. Which actually gives me an excuse to show off this shirt.
Yeah.
I got this from Sick Individual. You can go and you can find them on Kickstarter, Sick Individual. And my boy started this company. He had some of the sickest art, and I think he was a graphic artist for Metalocalypse or whatever that show is. Yeah, he did the storyboarding for it or whatever. And I've always loved his art. I wanted him to do painting in my house, a whole bunch of different things. And then finally he comes out with these shirts, and I'm like, yes! I mean, they're kind of loud, so it's hard to like match them up with stuff. I gotta.
Sometimes you just have to commit to whatever. You know,
Yeah,
Just
it's
throw
like,
it on.
fuck
Yeah.
it.
And throw a blazer on over it. And
If
call
my
it a
show
day.
wasn't at night, I would have wore some
Call it a
bright
night.
white shades in this motherfucker.
night.
But
Or a night.
yeah, I mean, and especially with our viewers out there, when you are gonna wear super loud clothing, you have to figure out what's gonna go with it, and don't wear anything else loud. So
like
you
with
can-
makeup, right?
you go
Right.
too far in one direction, it's bad. But anyways, back to these. These are available on Kickstarter right now. Help my friend get his Kickstarter campaign up and running. It is called Sick Individual. And speaking of sponsors, actually, we're going to take our little sponsor segment.
Okay.
Why don't you show our viewers what
Yes.
Oh yeah.
our official sponsors of Modern Male Radio have gifted us with?
For these beautiful, beautiful roses. Hold on.
Gigantic fucking
Huge.
roses.
I know.
Look at these
There you
things
go.
in here. I'm like,
Look at
ah.
there.
Yeah, those are beautiful.
No, they're
Like neither of us
amazing.
have ever gotten flowers like this from a
I know,
man.
and that's pretty sad.
Just putting it out there.
yes.
Yeah, and
Yes.
there you go. And that's why we partnered
So
with.
in case you've never seen good flowers and you're
This is where
wondering
you can get them.
what we deserve, this is what you need.
Yes, that's
I-
right.
We'll get you almost anything.
Almost.
Yeah, we were
Almost
talking
like
about that
that.
earlier.
You have to say
There's a couple
almost.
things
Yes.
that are
Why flowers happen to be girl kryptonite? We're gonna get
not
back to that.
really sure.
Flora's Oath, guys. You
you,
can find them on
Flora's
Instagram at Flora's Oath. You can find them at florasoath.com. Those particular flowers retail for about $300, I think. So they're actually
They'll be on eBay later. I'm just kidding.
that's actually not that expensive. For flowers, if you want to get a great bouquet, you're looking at around $100 anyway. So why not get her the box, get her the the fixings, and they've got options all the way up to actual gold-plated roses.
Wow.
And they're like, I think they're like $2,000. But they're like sprayed in gold and they never die and they're fucking amazing. Yeah, they have all sorts of really cool
Okay.
shit.
Wow.
They make flowers, like we have these little box flowers that we do for giveaways. And they have like every color that you could possibly imagine and every different style that you can
Wow.
imagine. Like I have a rose at home, it looks like somebody threw Skittles at it and just
So the gold,
That's
what is
pretty
the
cool.
gold-plated ones for? Like you slept with her sister or something? Like what? Why would you need the?
I want to
gold?
marry you or
Oh, okay. I thought it's when you really did something like horrible.
no, gold no
went
Like
there.
you really effed up.
apology
so bad.
flowers, take note of this, guys. Apology flowers are always red. You can do a nice something or another, but you save those like awesome flowers for the kill shots.
Okay.
Yes.
So you
that's true.
don't use those on an apology. You do a big arrangement as an apology. That's for, hey, I'm going to propose to you. That's for, I think you're beautiful. That's for all of the really, really spoiled rich bitches on Beverly Boulevard, on Rodeo. The fancy,
Yeah,
nothing
like
so good for me.
dandelions won't cut it.
Yeah,
So-
roses aren't good enough. They need to be fucking plated in gold, okay, bitch? So yeah, and I mean special occasions, anniversaries, or just hey, I really fucking like you and I want to do something special for you. Now, if you want, like I personally like to keep up and shit. So if I give those to you, it's like, okay, we've been dating for 4 months. I love you to death. I really, really want to I want to marry you.
Do you love someone after 4 months?
I can love somebody like that. Yeah.
Can you?
I don't grow in love. I'm either like it's crazy.
So you're
I've-
instantaneous.
Yeah, I've tried actually like growing into love or like being
You're an
like
extremist,
Yeah.
basically. Like
I-
it's all or nothing.
I know I love you almost before we've even spoke. I know it's gonna work or not.
That's alarming.
Yeah. It's
Really?
crazy.
You
I
sure?
Yeah, already like right. Well, not all the time, but like generally the women that I've ended up with, it was like from the second I saw them, I knew I was gonna be with them.
Really?
Yeah, and it just
Okay.
ended up happening like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think there should definitely be like an instinctual, like, this is gonna work.
Yeah, which makes a
for
lot of
sure.
people end up thinking that I'm gay because I'll go out and they'll be like, dude, why aren't you hitting on anybody? Why aren't you talking to anybody? And I'm like, no.
I don't feel the energy.
Right.
Yeah, there's just
here.
it's just not there. And then all of a sudden one will walk by and everybody will be sitting there going, what the fuck? Like Jared's this, he's this dating coach. Why isn't he?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I have standards. That's what I call it. Who knows if they're standards or not? There's just there's a button in my head that works for certain people. And all of a sudden they'll go walking by and they'll like just beeline out the fucking door and go get their number and go talk to them because I
And
like
that's kind of
them.
how we met, actually.
A little bit, yes.
Sort of.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Did
sort
you
of.
guys date?
I think you.
No.
I think you
Am I
came
a
up
third wheel right now?
to me.
on?
Didn't you?
Excuse me?
You didn't hit on me?
No.
What?
Well, okay. No,
I'm
I
gonna
didn't.
leave you
no,
guys
you.
alone.
No, I just remember you told me you were this life coach and blah 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 and stuff like that. I remember.
I was
That's what I remember.
really drunk to
Oh,
hit on you with that.
thanks. Well, I feel a little insulted. I
I
think.
was-
Oh no, not because of that, but just to walk up to somebody at a bar and be like, "Yeah, I'm a life coach."
I'm like, why
What's
are you
up?
telling me this?
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
Like, that's nice.
that's what I do. I life coach motherfuckers. No, I can't remember the actual initial like how we actually started talking.
I don't remember either, but I just remember that part of the conversation because it was
Yeah.
just every day. You're like,
I remember meeting you,
need a
waking
life
up the next
coach.
day, being like, "Okay," and then we ended up talking,
And then I met you with your friend again that
You-
was there another time when I was actually fixing the computer.
Yeah. So model, actress, whatever. Who knew that fucking tech was part of her repertoire of talents? Because she came over and actually fixed and transferred all these files onto my computer. It was the most amazing thing ever. Like, you like belong at the Mac store.
Yeah, I love.
Wait, you didn't wipe
I'm a
that
techie.
up? Like, she sounds kind of like a catch. Do
Yeah, she's pretty amazing.
you want to put your number out?
No.
We should run a dating show. We actually should have girls on and have guys call in and see if they can lay their best game.
Absolutely.
That
So if you're
sounds
watching this
funny.
live right now, you can call in and lay your best game on AJ or
I'm
Carson.
Carson. I'm single. I'm a Gemini. I really love cats.
Are you on
And-
Tinder?
I'm just kidding. You know what? I'm recently single, so I got on Tinder and I was like,
Gee, I don't
"This
know
is
any of these
amazing."
things.
I thought
Yeah.
it
I
was
just-
so
I don't put
fun
myself
at
out there.
first, but it's not that fun.
Why? Getting lots of cockpicks and weird shit?
Sadly, no, I didn't get any of those. I went on one like coffee date, which was really average, and I didn't ever go out with him again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been
Yeah, I met a few girls on Tinder, and yeah, it was just kind of boring, to be honest.
there.
Like,
Wait, are you bi? Definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's probably what that meant.
yeah, that's where that is. I mean, I don't know, still questionable on that, still figuring that out, but
That's cool.
later in life figuring that out because I've been in like a serial monogamist for so long. I've had 2 5-year relationships already.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
That's like a third of your life.
I know. So I'm just like getting back in the game and like totally finding myself at this ripe old age of 28 right now, and it
Ripe
is
old
so
age.
fun. I'm like really liking it. It's really
I think
fun.
AJ is about to smack you.
she's like ripe old age here.
Well, yeah, you know, it's funny. You always feel old when you're a certain age, and then you
Yeah.
get to another age, and you're like, oh my God, you're a fucking baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know?
I like to date younger. It makes me feel young.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Well,
Yeah,
I'm
I
out,
like to
guys.
date younger too.
Do you
but
really?
Not because it makes me feel young.
I think they're
preferred
fun.
for a while to date younger.
Yeah.
I just
it's a
didn't
good
feel
time.
like being serious with anybody. I just wanted to.
But
Who
then
does
it
it?
ends
Young,
up being
fresh,
serious.
trainable. Hear that, guys?
Trainable. I like that.
Totally.
Not all of them are trainable.
No,
Some
under
them
the
are
age of
irritating.
25, men actually start to harden like as a human being.
Right.
At about
Yeah.
25,
That's
26, they stop caring as much.
Right.
You can definitely implement self-edification past that, but 25 was that year where I was like, I went from being like, oh, well, what does that person think? And does it matter? And da-da-da.
Yes.
And like really actually conscious and self-conscious
Yeah.
and self-aware to something would happen. I'd be like, huh. Now I don't give a shit about that at all. Yeah.
I feel
No.
like girls are like that too. A little bit.
Girls mature faster. Girls usually
we stop caring about things way earlier and start caring about things that don't matter.
Yeah, there's like a weird shift there.
Yeah.
Because
We
yeah.
care about everything. We have so many feels all the time.
Yes,
You know, like
we do.
we have feels about everything.
That's so
Until a
interesting.
certain
It's terrible.
point.
Let's
I don't
explore
know.
that.
I don't know.
I
until
hate
a certain
it.
point. And then it's just like.
I'm like,
nah,
why
whatever,
do I
like
even
you.
care
Wait,
about
wait,
this?
what's your sign?
I'm a Cancer.
Okay.
The first worst sign. Oh, did I
You
not
weren't
say
a
Gemini
Gemini?
is the second worst? That's what
All right,
I
there
meant
you
by
go.
the
I win.
first
No,
worst.
I am a Cancer. I'm a
Which means
Cancer.
that you're a great mommy.
I am a great mommy.
Wait, what? Is that what that means?
I'm a great mommy. I love to
how
be.
sweet.
Cancer's like the international symbol for mommy.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
It's not for guys. For guys, it just means you're like an emotional, manipulating lunatic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
I'm glad
from
I'm not
experience
dating
now.
any Cancers.
I haven't met a lot of cancers as
Really?
men. Okay. Well, now we know what your ex-boyfriends were.
You know what's
Hey,
the
but
best
Cancer
sign
women
is
are awesome.
Cancer
I
women
have
are.
to say,
Pisces,
yeah.
I think, is the best sign.
Yes,
No,
that's
it's
also
Aquarius.
water.
I love a good
Hands
Pisces.
Aquarius is
down.
a water
They're
bear.
so
I know all
nice.
this.
Yeah,
But hey, you're like Aquarians are very.
Smart, intelligent,
You know what? You
Amazing.
are intuitive. I could
adaptive.
Wait, is that what you are?
Yeah.
I thought you said you were Gemini.
No,
you just said you
I'm
were
an
bipolar.
Aquarius.
Say. Yes.
Yeah. I said we're both bipolar.
Okay.
You're the
Okay,
Gemini.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just double bipolar. I'm
Yes.
quad polar, if you will.
Really?
No.
Oh yeah.
God.
I get it. It took me a second. It was like right over my head. Yeah. Jesus.
So yeah, I'm a Cancer.
Okay.
I'm a total Cancer. Except I don't. I'm a homebody. I mean, I'm not a homebody, but I am a homebody. I actually. Everybody thinks I go out more than I do just because of.
I need to get
I don't
out
know,
a little
of
more.
my image, I guess. You know, everybody thinks I'm out
Yeah.
all the time.
It's interesting because you were a part of Manny Pacquiao's like entourage, weren't you?
Well, I'm one of his friends. Yeah. So,
Okay. That's
yeah.
cool.
Wow.
I was actually
Hanging
in the
out with the
elevator with
Pac-Man?
him Wednesday, like before the fight, and I kind of was waiting for him to come back from the workout, and I see him, and I'm like, Manny! So he grabs me, and this security guard just
Lightly?
almost. No, he grabs my hand,
grabbed
right,
it.
to
Okay.
like pull me, and then the security guard didn't see him grab my hand, so he kind of swats me, literally swats
Oh,
me, and I'm almost
no.
on my butt. I'm like, but I didn't let go of his hand, so I'm like, Manny! So he pulls me, goes, she's okay. And he pulls me into the elevator, and we stand back to back against the elevator with like 6 bodyguards, and the elevator closes, and he goes like this. And I go like this, and he goes, and I'm like, what's up? He's all, watching the fight. I'm all, well, yeah, that's why I'm
Obviously.
here. I mean,
Yeah.
it was a short conversation. He asked me, where's your Bible? Because last time I saw him, he told me I had to have a Bible in my purse. But I'm like, I don't have my purse. No.
Wow.
But yeah, it was like really short and stuff. But
Crazy.
He
It was
needed.
pretty
He needs to drop the Bible and adopt a net to catch Floyd Mayweather. I thought he. I
oh
mean,
my God. I know.
yeah. I don't like. I feel like talking about sports is almost like talking about politics, and
Yeah.
I feel like Mayweather did
Agreed.
win, but nothing in me more wanted to see his ass get knocked the fuck out. by that girl.
Yeah. I mean, that wasn't gonna happen because he just kept running.
I just wanted to see something
hugging
happen.
and hugging.
I'm like, okay, so he's punching and he's running and he's punching and he's running and oh shit.
Yeah.
No, didn't happen. Fuck. Again and again and again.
It was the most boring fight ever.
It did.
It was
And
the most boring fight.
I have
ever.
no opinion on it because I'm anti-boxing.
anti-boxing.
I've never been anti-boxing, but I.
How is that? Why?
Why?
I
Yeah.
think it's super barbaric, and I think we've evolved past that, but apparently not.
So what do you think of cage fighting?
Oh, I'm so for that.
What?
No.
So I suppose now is a bad time to tell you that I spent most of my life in martial arts and I used to teach kickboxing.
Just kidding.
Hey, and that's my
And I used to
favorite.
actually
Kickboxing. Awesome.
compete in kickboxing.
I'm happy
Really?
for you.
Yeah, some of us have an animal inside us. Yes, it is
Yeah,
very
I'm
barbaric,
sure.
and we need to exercise it. And you know,
fine with that.
it was a very.
How do you explain women that love to do that stuff? Like I did that stuff, so
It's a trip.
I'm like a guy.
I mean,
Like a
I
guy.
definitely have some tomboyish side to me, but
Oh, no,
yeah,
like-
boxing is not part of
Yeah.
that. I've never been in a fight before in my life. I would
I
probably
have.
lose.
I have.
Maybe that's
Don't
why.
think- yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I have.
May-
I've been in a fight.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly.
Fist fight? Yeah. I mean, I was defending myself. I was
Okay.
only.
I got in
teenager.
fist fights so
I've
early
only
in
been in
life.
one.
Like,
I'm surprised considering I was a mean girl. Like I'd never got my
I
ass kicked or
know.
anything.
Well,
so you just walk around and be like, no.
Yeah.
Fuck
you know what? The mind game works so well though.
I wonder how many
It's
people
not-
you made
it's just
cry
crazy.
and like just destroyed their lives.
Oh my god, I don't want to think about it. I'm so sorry if
Like
anyone's listening.
for the
I'm
rest
really
of their
sorry.
lives
They don't
past
believe you.
that.
I'm sorry.
They
Like
don't
you know
believe
how people go to therapy and they like dredge up that shit that happened when
You're
you're
like,
like
Carson
childhood.
was horrible
Yes.
They're
to
like,
me.
oh my
Yes.
god, there was this fucking bitch in high school and she just ruined my life. And like there could be
I
people
know, I
that
feel
They
I do
hold
feel
that
really bad about
poison
it.
in them forever.
Like if there's anything I can do to get involved in like the anti-bullying campaign, I am all for that because
Oh, I'm sure there are
I
tons of
feel
people
I
that'll
can-
take you up
so
on that.
shitty about
can hook you
it
up
today, and I if my kids ever start bullying someone, they're never leaving the house.
Well, see, here's the thing about boxing is then the reason I condone it, I honestly feel like everybody needs to get hit in the face once because it changes you as a person and it teaches you a lot of things about yourself and the other person. Had some girl
as a guy, you mean?
not-
how
Had I
girls
gotten
do
my
also.
ass
Anybody?
kicked,
had
I might have
another girl.
changed.
I don't think guys should hit girls or girls should hit
No,
guys, but I
right.
think that had some chick slapped you upside your head,
Put
maybe
me in
not
my
even
place,
punched you,
Maybe.
you
Yeah.
might have been a little
You're
nicer.
right.
I've been hit by a guy.
Ouch.
Ouch. Okay, well, let's change the subject. I've been hit. Yeah.
my
Actually
gosh.
got pretty beat up. But
Ah.
I actually fought against. I mean, I fought. You know, I'm not gonna like sit there and let some guy just hit me. He was
Oh,
drunk,
hell
stone, and like just
no.
hating me because I wouldn't be with him.
Oh my gosh.
Go figure.
Wait, so you guys hadn't even fucked yet?
Never.
Or-
I never did it. I hadn't even dated him.
and he
just,
beat you up for it?
Yes.
Come here, bitch!
No, he just like literally kidnapped me in my car. Like came out of nowhere, pushed me over to the.
Wait, did you
passenger-
know him?
I knew him from high school. It was high school. I mean, like this guy in high school
Oh
that
my
was like 2
gosh.
years older than me that like just came out of nowhere and was like, I could smell his alcohol. So I tried to jump out of the
Wait, so he tried to
passenger-
rape you?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
He beat me up.
Would you kill me if I took like
He
a
didn't try to
2-second
do
break?
anything.
What's that?
Would you kill me if I took a 2-second
Yes, absolutely.
break? You guys can keep that conversation. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Sorry.
This is the third time
Way
she's
too much
peed.
coffee.
That's great.
This is a modern male radio first, guys. A guest leaving in the middle of the show.
Okay, so yeah.
So
yeah.
back to domestic violence and
now
ass
we're-
whoopings.
yes, well, he pushed me from my driver's side, and I
Wait.
left-
No, I want to know the pretext.
The pretext.
Were
is
you
he
just
was
driving
like-
along and he was like,
I,
"Hey, I'm drunk. I'm gonna fucking
No,
get in your
I
car."
went to 7-Eleven after I had this field trip my senior year in high school to Sacramento because I was in student government. It was like 11 o'clock at night. I went to 7-Eleven to go buy something before I went home, and he just showed up like at my door. So I got out of my car. I let him have my car basically at that point because I could smell his alcohol, his weed, whatever. And I'm like, take my car, don't touch me. And then he's like, no, I don't want your car. And he walked away. So I drove off, and like at the light, here he comes, and I didn't see him coming. So he just shoved me, and I landed on the passenger side. And then I opened up my car door, and as I go to jump out while he's driving, my hair is long enough where he catches it. So I'm being dragged by my hair. My feet are dragging on the street while the car's going. My car's going. And he
Holy shit.
Yes, and so I'm like hanging like this, and he goes into the next street over and parks behind some bushes in the school, and he just starts grabbing me and like just slamming my head on the windshield and on the windows like nonstop until I actually punched him in the nose. And then that's when he decided to punch me back in the nose, and that's when I actually saw stars and things for the first time and said, hey, that's why they do that in cartoons. I didn't know that was real.
Okay, by the way, when I said, people getting punched in the face
You
changes
didn't mean
them,
that.
this wasn't what I was talking about.
I know.
Holy
But yeah,
shit.
I've been through all kinds of stuff.
Dragged by your hair from a moving vehicle.
Yes.
That's a
All
first
my
on
feet
Modern
were
Male
dragging.
Radio.
Wow.
Yes. So I punched him back. He punched me back.
Who
and then,
won?
Well, he
Were you the Mayweather of this fight, I hope?
Well, you know what? Well, no, I was, because I don't know. I fought back. I can't be a
Good.
Mayweather. So he takes
who
me
just
to
like takes it?
no,
Nobody
but I
does
get
that,
out of the
right?
Yeah.
car, and this guy's standing there, and he doesn't help me. He stood there. This guy was just, one of those
See,
kind of people.
inaction is the same as doing it yourself.
Yeah, so I just hated him, and so I got dragged back in the car. And then he took me behind these buildings by my house, but by that time I'm like kind of collecting my thoughts, and I rolled down my window. So when he goes to hit my head against that window again, it goes through. So he's so stoned, he's like tripping out. And now he's choking me. So I'm trying to find like one of those picks from high school, like your comb picks. So I'm gonna stab him with it if I find it. But
So you guys went from a light to behind the building. This was like the epic
Yes.
fucking battle of the
yes,
century.
it was
Oh
a
my
total
gosh.
battle. So I couldn't find the pick. I was gonna stab him wherever it hit him.
Absolutely.
Couldn't find it. So he let go of me, looks away, and I unlock my door. He looks away again, and I run out to this empty street because it's like midnight.
Wow.
and like, for anybody listening, if you're ever running away from somebody, don't stop running. I stopped running because I was in shock because I had nowhere to go. I didn't know where to go. And and then he comes and gets me, drags me by my hair, caveman style. Okay, I'm totally being dragged caveman style. So I grab his leg and I bite his shin because that's all I could reach. So he kicks me in the face. But that time I was pretty numb. I don't even know how it felt anymore.
Yeah.
So and then this guy comes out of nowhere, like on this 10 speed, all nice and buff and ready to save me, But he didn't know what was going on. So the guy lets go of me and throws my keys on the ground, and I grab him, and I have him like this now. I'm like, come on, who's next? I was like so out of it. And then he like lets the guy go because the guy said I was drunk or something. So he lets the guy go, and then he comes up to me, and I'm like, come on, you want some too, motherfucker? And he's like, oh, whoa, wait. And I'm like bleeding to death. So he made me get in my car, and then he went and chased after the guy, and I drove after him, and he was beating him up in the middle of the street pretty bad.
Oh
So
boy.
he lost.
Okay,
Are
so
a beast.
So this is like
moral of this story,
Nicely done.
women, when a man comes up and confronts you by anywhere close to your car and you don't know him, and he makes any attempts, just run him the fuck over.
Yes.
Um,
Leave your windows up, lock your doors. I don't know.
and newsflash for guys, when you come up and knock on a girl's window and your intent is good, and she may or may not know that, keep a wide berth because she may run you the fuck over.
Yeah, exactly.
And if we just had this as social law, unless you saw somebody fucking like football sprinting up to your car, you would know. There would be a very, very,
I mean, it's crazy.
if somebody walks up like this, okay, he means good. If he walks up like this, running the fuck over, he don't know the rule. Get his fucking ass.
Yes.
Right? So,
Fair game,
wow.
fair game.
Way to take this and just, wow.
We
that
obviously
was,
went all over the place with this. I'm sorry.
yeah, no, that was heavy. That was deep.
Yeah,
well, you
sorry.
know what? Sometimes I could feel it. Like I had a thing planned for the show. Like, in general, I had a theme. But sometimes I'm like, no, I don't need to go by the theme. It's just, it would be silly to do that. I kind of feel it inside. I'm like, no, today
conversation took
you
its
don't
own
need a
route.
fucking.
Yeah.
And even before I met you guys, I was like, I don't think I need a theme today. I mean, we were going to talk about acting. We were going to talk about, the different fake faces that people put on.
That's funny. I'm sorry. I have to laugh because I have
yeah.
2 boys. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my 5-year-old now, I tell him, okay, do the funny face, do the happy face, do the laughing face, do the sad face, and he has all of them down.
Oh, wow.
He's only 5, but
That's
yeah,
pretty
we
good.
do have faces.
It's getting good.
I have a
I
fake
mean,
smile
yeah,
always.
I think
whenever
everyone's a little bit like that.
Yeah.
I mean, and especially like with social media, you can portray your life any way you want.
Oh, that I know.
Oh yeah.
you
Oh my
know?
god.
Isn't that like so deceiving?
Because like I'd
unbelievable.
never liked social media. I never had a lot of social media. It just wasn't a thing. And then all of a sudden, I find myself using it for branding, which is
Right.
like
Totally.
the epitome of okay, what am I putting out? What are people seeing? How do I want to tailor this? How do I want to like? And it's
What time of day are you posting this?
Yeah.
I know it's quite sad, but like, it's work.
and then it's also sad that I'm working at getting other people sucked into it because I'm like. Well, that sucks. I'm actually doing the world like not a favor. And then at the same time, I'm getting sucked in too. So I'm on social media all day. I'm talking to people on social and I'm like, what the fuck is going on with my life right now?
Right.
I'm a fucking writer. This sucks. So I ended up hiring a social media guy. His name's Rob Ryan. He's amazing. You can find him on Instagram at the Rob Ryan. So yeah, that's for Rob. No, he's fucking amazing. So all those shirtless pics that you've seen and all the man candy, that's been Rob helping a brother out. We don't have to say what side of the fences he swings for. You can literally look at my Instagram and you see nothing but like talk radio pics and me in suits, and then all of a sudden it's just shirt off and fucking nasty and raunchy and all this shit. But my following went through the roof, so
You know what?
fuck yeah, boy.
Anything for a follower these days, right?
I know, right? It's just like
Sad.
like it used to be like, oh my god, somebody followed me. Or when what the worst was is because I'm kind of proud, so people would be like, hey, follow me, and I'd be like, fuck you, I'm not gonna follow you. I wouldn't follow you. Like I don't fucking follow people, especially before I knew what following was. Be like, hey, follow me on Instagram. I'm like, I'm not even gonna get an Instagram, you arrogant shit. But truth be told, I'm the arrogant shit. I'm like, no, follow you.
You gotta
I'm
be,
a
you
life
gotta be
coach. What are you
choosy
talking
that.
about?
Yeah.
I wouldn't follow you, you silly bitch.
You have to be choosy about who you follow. Because some people are like, hey, I'm going to post 18 photos a day, like one every few minutes. And it's like, I just saw what you were doing 10 minutes ago and it looks the same now. And I wish I had never followed you. So it's like,
See,
you got to be picky about that.
Wait, what?
that's true.
A lot of people
That's
just
true.
post way too many things throughout the day. And I'm like, you were just doing the same exact thing like 10 minutes ago. I don't need to see
A lot of people need attention.
I don't need to see what you're eating now, like 5 minutes later.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
A lot of
That's
people
so
need
overwhelming.
attention.
Hey, and you know what? The only correlating factor between all suicides globally and throughout the ages is actually social isolation. So thank you, for Instagram, for making people that were gonna kill themselves not kill themselves, or inadvertently socially isolating them further.
Right, one or the other. That's true.
Yeah, that's a
One
good
or the
point.
other.
I've actually detached myself so much that looking at my phone just for every Facebook post and
I just heard there's a
Instagram
new
and-
like rehab center for people who have phone addiction. That it's a real thing.
Oh my God, what will they think of next?
I mean, I'm definitely addicted to my phone. It's right next to me, and I'm really like
You haven't
twitching.
looked at it. You're not.
Here's
I
the
need
thing.
to check it.
People have addictive personalities.
Right.
I have an addictive personality. I can get addicted to damn near anything.
I feel like I don't have an addictive personality.
Really?
I feel like I could just dabble in things. I could dabble in a little meth, like no big
Why do I
Oh
feel like
my
you're
God.
lying? You're lying through
No,
your
I'm
teeth.
dead serious. I don't think I have an addictive personality at all.
At all?
No, I think I get addicted to things short term,
Okay.
and then I'm over it.
Okay. Because the second part of your personality kicks in, or the bipolar wanes down, and you're like, whatever.
Yeah, when I said I loved this, I meant that I hate it, like
Fuck
that
it.
kind of thing.
Fuck it.
Yeah. I'm like that with people too. I get like hooked on people for a little while, then I'm like, oh, I don't like you anymore.
I'm like that with guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't even get hooked on.
Impulsive,
I don't,
like
I don't
an
get
extremist.
hooked. I think I just think I like them, and then their true self comes out after a couple.
Yeah.
That's why methodology of the modern male is an implementation process that takes a very permanent change in your life, and you take women on that emotional journey because that happens. Women feel a certain way about you, sometimes forever, but most times they feel a certain way about you until you fuck up or you do something stupid or you don't do anything at all, and that feeling starts to wane. Or for women like you guys who are hard to entertain, you have to keep, and I've always loved that because it gives me a challenge. It's like, let me see if I can keep this going. And you get to kind of always, that's my video game. That's my social media. That was fun to me, was to have a girlfriend and be like, and just really intuitively be feeling her and understanding where she was emotionally. And as like I started to pick up on it, it would be like, oh. And then I'd be like, ha, 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 and you leave like little breadcrumbs, and it's like, I don't know, it's like a fucking game of Frogger or something.
Have you ever been smothering?
No, I don't think I've ever been
Ever?
accused
Have you ever
of
been
that.
I think you'd have to ask his
Yes.
exes if he's ever been smothering.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
I don't think anyone knows that they're being smothered.
No, I'm sure if you're being smothered, somebody will tell you.
They'll tell you you're
that
smothering me, yeah.
No, because I mean, I shower people with affection and stuff, but I'm also like, I never call out. I never text out. Like, so in general, there's that dynamic where she's always texting me. I'm always responding. I fucking, I don't know. Like,
I'm bad at text
I'm never
messages.
like,
I
hey,
feel
what's
bad.
up?
You don't
How was your
answer?
day? I'm thinking of, I'm like, cool, we got some space.
You gotta feel people out on that. Like some people want to text all day. Some people just want to like text right before you're gonna hang out. Like let's make plans.
Mm-hmm.
I like if I really like someone, I want to text all day. I want to know what you're eating. I want to know that you're napping.
Oh my
But if
God,
I don't
know if
like
I
you,
can
I'm like,
handle that.
Yeah,
don't
and I
text
mean,
me.
that-
Don't text
that
me if
does
I don't like
depend.
you. If I'm not sure
Yeah.
about
I
you,
can
then
handle
back
that.
off.
I want to know everything like that. I don't
Oh,
know,
yeah, I
because
wanna know
I
everything.
don't think I'm not
Yeah.
good at text messages. I will not reply all the time. I don't like my phone 24/7. So
I think if you
You know.
really
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
someone,
I don't mean
you'll
to.
reply.
I mean, it's just no. But sometimes you're just doing something.
yeah, if you're busy, you can take hours to reply. That's fine. But like,
I always take hours to reply. I don't. Do I reply pretty quickly? I don't know.
I take hours and days to
I have
reply
days.
if I don't
Days.
like
Days
someone.
for you.
Yeah. If I don't
Days
like
for
someone,
both
yeah.
of you, actually. Well, thanks. Fuck you too.
Did I take days to respond to you?
Yes.
Oh, this is business. I probably
I
just
texted
didn't
her
see
the
it.
address and the confirmation to this show like 4 days ago, I think. Maybe it was 2 days ago. Oh, and you were scheduled in April.
I know. I felt really bad.
April, you were supposed to be on the show. And I got a text the day before. I'm sorry, I got to cancel.
Asshole.
At least you didn't just flake.
I felt really bad.
At least
Sorry.
you let me know. No, it's cool. If people let me know ahead
And
of time,
here I
we
am
can
now.
reschedule
I made it.
I know.
Yay.
Totally redeemed myself.
Yes, you did. And it's funny because you touched on a very interesting point there that it really does depend on how into the person you are. Because I've been
Absolutely.
with girls
That's
that
true, I
they were
guess.
really busy
Yeah,
and I was really
you're not
busy.
into 'em
So
then.
yeah, I was fucking texting them all day. They were all I thought about. They're all I wanted to
Yeah.
do. And then but conversely, it's like when they're around, it's like when I'm with you, I'm fucking with you. And then when I'm not with you, it's like cool. I'll see you when I see you again.
Yeah, that's how I am.
Like I don't.
I'm like it's security.
But then again, if you have
isn't
like
it?
a really strong intellectual connection, like most of my girlfriends was that the ones that I texted a lot had to have some sort of intellectual connection because I'm walking through and I'm like, ooh, look what I just found.
Right.
Look
or
what
like,
I
just like
yeah.
a common connection.
Right,
It could be
right.
humor. It could be anything. Like if you have.
But
the
if
same
it's just
sense of humor
lovey-dovey
and-
shit all day long, I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah,
get the
That does
yeah.
get really
fuck
old.
away
yeah.
from me.
Like you can only
Yeah.
send each other
Oh my God,
the
thank
same
you.
emoji heart eyes over and over again. Like that
Yeah.
gets old.
I'm like, dude, if I send you a cockpit, you can send me emoji heart eyes, but don't do it for anything else. Or if I send you a poem or something nice or chocolates. Or,
Cock pics and poems.
Yes!
Are you single? Really? Crazy.
what was it? Beer, pizza, and
Just pizza and sex, I think, is.
Oh, yeah.
Is the surefire way to get any guy.
see, I beer's got to be in there
Beer,
somewhere.
yes, even with cold pizza, it's still good.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah,
But-
that's true. For me, it's wine, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a wine
Wine.
girl.
Oh, I mean, I'll drink beer too, but yeah, like a little wine, a little
you ever
pizza,
had
a little
beer? Have you
sex,
guys ever
a
had
little Netflix.
beer
It's
with-
like, okay, it's a good date for me.
Yo, that's a good date for me too.
Maybe not a first date though. Like
We're-
that's got to be like a couple months in.
We're changing the way dating dynamic. It's funny because with social media now, first dates are becoming coffee dates. Because
Oh,
it
and
used
they're
to
the
be
worst.
that you meet somebody and you're like, hey, you talk to them a little bit and you get all ready and you present yourself on your best foot forward. Now people don't want to be seen as trying too hard. So then there was that whole dynamic, like I met you out, The next time I show up, I'm going to make sure that I'm not trying so hard. But now motherfuckers are meeting online. So the first date is literally like I pre-screened public place. Let's make sure nobody's going to get
Totally.
fucking dragged by a car and raped.
I've
Yeah.
never gone.
Shit.
I've never met anyone
Yeah.
online and dated anyone that I've met online.
Oh,
Ever.
I for sure have.
That's
all I'm doing now.
I've never done that.
I just met someone on
Maybe I'm too
Instagram.
old school.
So how can people stalk you?
Well,
Are you on Tinder still?
I'm kind of done with Tinder.
You know what?
Sorry,
you know what else is
Tinder,
a good
but-
app? Happen.
You know what? I'm not really having a hard time dating right now.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
going
would-
pretty
would
well
think
for
so.
me. I met
even
someone on
like to date.
Instagram. I saw you know how you can see the pictures that your friends like and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So yeah, I met him through there. I saw like two of my friends had liked this picture, so I was like, he can't be a serial killer, like
Why? Because they like his pic.
because two of them had already met him, obviously, so they liked his photo, and I was like, oh, I'll just like 3 of his photos and see what happens. And
Wow, there's a
he
whole
wrote me
dynamic
a
to
little
this.
private message, a little direct message, or a DM on Instagram is what it's called. And I was like, all right, come on over. And that's
Okay.
it.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's been really fun ever since.
Wait, I thought you were newly single.
Yeah, that's just in the last couple months this happened. So yeah, I met this guy and it's been kind of fun.
So that's a fuck buddy, or you guys are dating now?
You know what? It's really
Depends if
new
he's gonna watch
still.
this or
It's
not.
very new, so we'll see. But it's like you have to meet people that way sometimes. I've
Oh,
met people
God.
on Facebook. Like it's kind of just like it's.
I don't know.
I mean, people are on
Totally different
Match.com,
here.
but it's like, you know,
See-
Facebook and Instagram are
can't-
free. You don't
Sometimes I
sign
love it
up.
because like I'll get girls on Instagram that'll be like, "Hey, what's up?" Da da da, and I'm like, I love it when girls hit on me. That's the most fucking awesome thing ever.
Guys just need
I
attention.
love to hit
huh,
on a guy
too.
too. It's very fun.
No, because everybody on fucking planet Earth probably most people when they first meet me think I'm a player, I'm a fucking douche, I'm a tool, like some
Why?
just because of the way I look.
Okay.
The way I look,
Alright.
the way I dress, they're like,
Right.
"Oh, I thought you were like this," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, you didn't fucking think I had a brain, did you? Yeah, fuck you too." But by that point, I'm already pissed off. So they're like, they're a bitch until I'm like, "Hey, you know what? I actually, I do a lot of things, help a lot of people. It's I'm this kind of guy." And then they're like, "Oh my god, you're so nice," and I'm like, "But it doesn't matter anymore, bitch,
Yeah,
because
right?
you're a fucking bitch. You're a mean bitch." And I'm like, "Hey, don't be mean to me. You shouldn't be mean to me just on the basis that you do want to fuck me, which means that you're actually denying what you really want to do right now, and you're busting my balls because some fucking insecurity is like hanging out inside you, and you're like, oh no, he thinks he can get this, he can't get this," and I'm like, look, I don't want to play the fucking value game with you. I don't want to sit here and be like,
feel
who's
people
better?
out
Da,
at
da, da.
first, you know, like girls and guys. Like,
Fair
you wanna
enough.
Feel a girl out that she's not just like, you know, some.
I'm talking about the ball
basic,
busting bitches, the ones that
yucky
come
girl, yeah.
up and they literally go out of their way to like
Right,
kind of
right.
neg you, and I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, look, and it's funny because
That's a defense mechanism.
whenever
for girls
somebody
that are
does
shy
that,
or
yeah,
something,
I
yeah.
already know. I'm like, okay, you want to fuck me, but guess what? You're not getting the candy today, bitch.
Is it that easy for guys to go out and just like sleep with whoever?
It's easy for us to do it. It's not easy for us to get it.
What does that mean?
What?
Huh?
It's easy for us to emotionally unattach and to have sex with a woman that we've never met before or just met. Like, I know women need to
Okay.
like warm
So
up.
it's not
and
hard. That's not hard to find.
It's not hard to do mentally. Men, I think I think most men have an incredibly hard time.
Finding someone to do it with.
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
for a
Okay.
one night stand. Yeah, it's. I
That's
mean,
tough to find.
it's getting easier, but yeah, I mean, in general, there was a lot of lead up to that. Like, I don't, I think that I don't think it's as easy. I don't think as many guys are getting laid as they say they are. I don't, and I think that a lot of guys, if you're going out there every night and you're really trying to get laid, like, yeah, you might get 3 in a
Can
week.
you imagine?
I know. Oh my God.
That's no, but
a lot
that's
of- that's yeah.
that's
That'd be
90% of
horrible.
why guys go out. That's 90% of
It
what guys
is.
think
It
of.
absolutely
That's
is.
true. All right.
Like,
That's why
we
I don't
don't-
really go out much.
We
but
don't
when
go out to
when
bars
I go
to
out as a
fucking-
woman, I just
to go
I
hang out?
realize that.
No?
I
Yeah.
get it.
It's
Yeah.
weird.
And if a guy's trying to have sex with me, I'm not mad. I get it. I mean, I'll either decide if I want to or not, or if like I'd like to go pursue dating you. But like, you can't be mad at a guy for wanting to have sex with you.
That's a very
Girls
mature
get
way,
really
yeah.
pissed
That's
off
true.
about it. I'm like, they cannot help it. So stop getting upset. It's kind of flattering. At least they
you
picked
used
you.
to get
Exactly.
Yeah.
You used to get upset? Is that?
No, I would
Oh.
just say like I have a lot of friends who are like,
Oh,
oh my
okay.
God, he just wants to have sex with me. I'm like,
Well, gee, look at how you're
Obviously.
dressed and what you're wearing and how
yeah,
you're
we
presenting
encourage
yourself.
it,
Duh.
and like that's just how it is.
mean,
you know, it's
duh.
like a little cat and
Yeah.
mouse like chase thing, and like,
Yeah.
and then at some point, like you kind of like each other, and then that happens.
Well, I love it when girls are like, "Oh, he just wants to fuck me," and I'm like, "Well, why don't you develop a personality? Maybe you can keep him, bitch."
Heyo.
exactly.
And it is. It's so fucking true. Like, oh, he just wants to fuck me. I'm like, well, then give me something else to go off of. Give me
Yeah.
something else
That's what
to
they
fucking
initially,
engage with.
that's what they
Yeah,
initially
I
want.
mean,
Women are like, I
right.
just want to marry him first, and then after that, we'll get to the sex. You know, like women are the opposite. We're psycho. We're
That-
like planning our weddings when we first meet you.
Oh
and you
no,
guys
I've
are like,
never.
I'm like-
I
I'm
have
like-
never done that.
Well,
I'm a guy.
you like it. Yeah, you're a guy. Girls are like that though. They're like
Really?
thinking about their
Jeez,
last
oh
name
my
without
gosh.
work. You know, like we're crazy.
Yeah, but none
we
of the
can't help
love
that either.
involved with it. Like,
Well, yeah, I mean, but we're first just sizing you up. Like, are you like husband material? Like that's how
Really?
women
it's
are.
funny.
Most
It's
for the
like, yeah,
most part.
no. It's a statistical
Wow.
analysis where women are
just
literally
are like
going,
that.
okay, and they weigh all the qualities and values,
must
and
have
guys
lived
are
in the
like,
Philippines, too.
how do you smell? How do you fucking feel? How do you taste? Do I want to be in your space forever? And girls are like, oh, well, if I can rationalize all this and
Right.
create a fucking image of him in my head
Right.
and keep that image, then
And
it's
some of
okay.
us are less like that than others. Like I'm sure you're the extreme the other
It's
way.
like
I'm not,
emotionally
like-
sabotaging yourself.
I'm not like crazy, like thinking I'm gonna marry you the second I meet you, but like we do think about that right off the bat. Like especially as you get older, you're like, what am I going to spend time with someone that I could never end up with? Absolutely not. But guys like never stop doing that.
See, I think
They
about
really
it from
don't
a very
care.
caveman
I've been,
perspective.
Like, proposed to over 5
I
times
think about
on
what
media.
if I could have kids with this person.
for you.
And if I couldn't have kids with them, then there's no
Okay, well then
business
you are a
dating them.
rare modern male.
No, I'm just a fucking caveman at heart. I'm like, okay, at some point we're gonna procreate. Is this gonna work?
I feel like guys don't think that way though. They don't think about like, are we gonna have kids together like right away?
I don't think that they think about it, but I still think that the desire's there. It's a
At some
subconscious
point, yeah,
level.
it's there.
some
It's in the
point,
back
at
of the
some
mind for
certain
sure.
age.
Like you wouldn't
does.
spend like months with a girl if you didn't think like there was potential for her.
You know, and actually, I've met plenty of people that are like, I'm like, oh, so you love like you? They have a girlfriend for a long time, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's great. You guys are in love, and like, they're like, yeah. I'm like,
Oh God.
the
I hate
fuck
that. What
are
are
you
you
guys
doing?
together for?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah.
They're like, well, it works right now, and I'm going through school and I'm doing this, and I'm like,
That's the number
that is
one
the
thing
wrong reason to
I
be with somebody.
hate
Horrible.
about a guy is
Yes.
do not waste a girl's time.
I've heard
Yeah.
it from guys
Do
and
not
girls.
do it.
I've heard
Right,
it from
that's
both
for sure.
sexes.
Okay.
But I'd say more on the man side. Like, just don't waste a girl's time for years.
Well, it trips me
That's
out
not
when a
okay.
guy
Guys
has
do
a
that.
girlfriend
A lot
and
of
he's
guys
out
do
fucking
that.
around. I'm like,
Yeah.
why would you just go fuck around and like drop her? Like, you
Right?
A girlfriend
She
without
has no
wives,
idea.
even.
But like when a guy's like, oh hey, I'm gonna settle for this girl and she's cool. I'm like, where is your man desire to hunt? Like, drop that and go find something that's better.
Set her free.
If that's
Yeah,
not what
instead
you
of just
want,
cool.
find something that you want.
Right.
Fucking simple.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let her find something that she wants.
I kind of have it out because I'm genetically programmed like this. I cannot be with somebody like that at all. Like I cannot. If I'm not in love with you, I can't date you.
Definitely not.
Like
Yeah.
I can't
No,
even
right.
pretend. And slowly but surely, you'll irritate me to the point of resentment where I will fucking hate the way you walk, and it'll happen really fast too. So and because I've met girls where I was like, oh wow, you know she's great in so many ways. Let me fucking try and think like a girl and make this work. And I mean, drop dead gorgeous, amazing. There was just that wasn't that thing, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's
my
super
my
important.
fucking boys are trying to fuck her, and I'm like, I don't feel this right now, and I
thing.
try, and I'm like, oh god, I'm starting to hate you now.
Yeah, if you have to try,
Right. I totally know what you're talking about.
if you have to try, it's just not there.
It's just
if you
can't.
don't
Yeah.
want to make out on the first date, it's a problem.
I feel like
think.
a lot of women end up trying to make things work. Or I think women are more emotionally malleable, and they kind of like get into those situations and they try and make things work because there are so many insecurities and fears surrounding that. You know,
fear of starting over,
fear of
Yeah.
not being able to do better. Yeah, constantly.
It's like I'd rather be your friend if you're gonna start acting weird on me. Like if I meet you and I like you and you're cool, and then like some guys just start becoming like weird when they start liking you too much, and I can't pretend.
Nervous
either.
puppy dog syndrome.
You know, I can't pretend either.
my
Yet
gosh,
they
awkward.
just and like you're like
Every time you move, they move a little bit.
yes, and
following
like,
you around the house a little bit.
Yeah, I just like let's just be friends so that
They're
you
peeing
can
on
be
your
cool
leg.
again.
I hate that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I
can you
just
not?
I don't know.
I've peed on
Yeah.
a lot of people actually. Probably. Okay, so close
For
the
next
door.
time, next time on Modern Male, who have you peed on?
Yes. We're gonna get to that one.
Not on this
So
show.
where can people find you guys? What have you got to
Where am I?
promote? What's coming up?
What do I have to promote? I don't have anything to promote other than me as a human right now.
Woo! Go Team
Yeah.
Carson. Where can people find you?
On Instagram, at Car Rigby, KARRIGBY. That's me. And then I guess Facebook. If you want to add me on Facebook, we'll see.
Okay. Cool. Hey, if you want a stalker, now you know where.
Now you know.
All right.
I'm
You know,
on
I meet
Instagram,
people
too.
on Facebook and Instagram.
I'm on Instagram, but hardly on Instagram. At Anj, ANJ, not AJ, ANJ Abayari, ABAYARI, and I'm on Facebook, and I'm on everything else.
Do you have a
I don't know.
website?
No, I'm working on that finally. I know of me, I don't have a website. I had one, but it was
weird.
the coolest thing because it was like a Star Wars thing that I made up. It was like really
Oh.
cool, and it was all moon and stars.
That's
and you
fucking
click on
awesome.
different things, but anyway, I took it down. It's under construction. So I'm gonna be working on
Yeah.
a movie with Don Wilson coming up this year.
The Dragon.
Yeah,
Don the Dragon
yeah.
Wilson.
So I can't wait. That'll be interesting. And then I might.
He's fucking awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
He was the one that
that
used to do those like the left low kick and then the high kick, and he used to knock motherfuckers out with it left and right.
Okay.
Back in the day, right? He would.
I just when I met him, I wasn't. Yeah.
He's like world famous for this. He would do like this 1-2 kick, and he'd kick you in the
Really?
inside of your left leg, and then he'd kick you in the head, And that was like his claim to fame. Like he knocked so many people out with that kick. He's a fucking amazing fighter.
Wow. Yeah, he's an amazing man. Like he's very in tune.
And if that's not Don the Dragon Wilson, then I'm sorry.
No, but he is. He's a pretty amazing person. Like he's so into like this, the whole new age thing. I mean, unbelievably. But yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna be working on that pretty soon.
All right, I want to help you with the website. It's called Squarespace.com. It's the most amazing web platform on planet Earth. It's like $10 a month, and it's fucking awesome. Very easy to use.
Okay.
And
thanks.
yeah.
Oh, I want to say thanks.
My little
to
pitch for
Leah
Squarespace.
Spencer. I just want to say thanks to Leah Spencer for making me pretty tonight.
Oh.
Oh,
She's
okay.
like my
Where
forever
can
friend.
people find her?
Oh, she's on Facebook. Leah
On
Spencer.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Leah Spencer, L-E-A or
Yes,
L-E-A?
L-E-A.
No, okay.
Spencer.
I'd like to
Spencer.
say thanks to my makeup that I didn't wash off from yesterday.
That's hot.
I'm so glad I left it on.
I did tell you that this was being filmed, right?
I forgot.
Okay, good. Because we didn't put it in the email that we sent everybody.
Which
Okay,
I
guys.
responded to right away.
Cool. And don't forget to go to sickindividual.com or sickindividual on, Kickstarter, and help my boy out. He's got some sick shirts on there. Help him out because when they get money, they're going to fund it, and they're going to make a Bruce Lee and a fucking Muhammad Ali shirt. And I want those shirts, guys, so make it fucking happen. And then the other thing is my boy Max Davids just started he's running a Kickstarter campaign. I forget the name of it, but you can look him up on Facebook. Max Davids, he's a movie producer, and he's doing a whole bunch of big things. They're starting a licensing deal. They're gonna license Modern Male Radio and a whole bunch of other up and coming artists. So it's basically gonna be a platform where you, as an artist, can license content at a reasonable rate. So it's kind of an awesome concept. Kind of cutting out the middleman, and it gives up-and-coming artists a platform to actually make money. So that's it for tonight, folks. Thanks for tuning in to Modern Male Radio. What are you guys making fun of me over there?
Of course not.
You're listening to Modern Male Radio with Jared Zavastosky, right here on LA Talk Radio.